And I heard it all before. Twitter is a cesspool. I think everyone can agree upon that fact. Some people, though, may argue it's better or for worse. The new cesspool that is Twitter, the even newer version of the cesspool that has always been Twitter, Elon Musk's Twitter.
I will change the world, Jeffrey. I promise you.
Some people like it, okay? I'm a bit partial to it. I like being able to scroll, see some breasts, and then someone dying. I'm just kidding. It's bad for my brain. I don't like it. I hate it. Now, don't be alarmed, though, because if you're a piece of shit, you can make a lot of money in this toxic wasteland. All right? There is plenty of opportunity to be had. It's like the Wild West out there on Twitter now. It's crazy how much worse this website is now.
Le están robando una persona, wow. Wow, qué fuerte.
Today's video, though, we're going to be talking about one guy in particular and a funny little story. You guys are going to love this, especially if you don't know who he is, because this is not like a political thing necessarily.
It's okay to be homeless. It's okay to be addicted to drugs. This is a good lifestyle.
Or at least I hope it doesn't come across as it. It's just, I wanted to do a deep dive on this fella named Ian Miles Chong.
If I'm Taiwan right now, I'd be quivering in my boots.
The famous political commentator, I guess. What would you technically call yourself, Ian? Oh, you're not a political commentator. Interesting.
Bruh.
It seems like you mostly comment on American politics, though, Ian. Are you an American? No? What does that even mean? Weird. Anyways, this video is about Ian Miles Chong and a really funny death hoax that happened recently. You get it? I was talking to him with a Ouija board because it's like he's dead. I'm talking to him like he's beyond the grave, but he's not actually dead. He didn't actually die. But it's really confusing. You're gonna like the video, though. So we'll go back, though, first, all right? And we'll let you guys, I'm gonna open myself up to criticism, I'm sure, from both sides, because everything is political. Person seen it, doorbell. Oh, crap. Hold on, guys. I've got business to attend to. Have you guys ever played Fallout New Vegas? Imagine Mr. House, but instead of being plugged up to that stuff, he's plugged up to fucking Twitter. That's Ian Miles Chong. He's hardwired into a computer, quite literally. This man tweets every millisecond. It's crazy. POV Malaysian government take away Ian Miles Chong internet access. Roll the Mr. House clip.
Fool to let personalities derail future of mankind. Stupid.
Do an awesome Mr. House blowing up Ian Miles Chong edit. This motherfucker has 1 million followers on Twitter nearly and has farmed 500,000 tweets. That is so unbelievable. 500,000 tweets. It looks like he tweets about 120 times every single day. That is fucking crazy. That's 5 tweets an hour, guys. He's tweeting 5 times an hour, at least. Actually, at least. On the low side, he's tweeting 5 times an hour. And if you spend any time on Twitter at all, I would bet that you've probably seen something that he has regurgitated, something that he has posted. Some of his brain rot has most likely spilled onto your page, all right? It's certainly spilled onto mine. And I'm excited to talk about the funny part of this, because it's really, really, really funny. Before we get really too deep into it, his name is Ian Miles Chong. He lives in Malaysia, and you'll notice from his tweets that a lot of the stuff that he talks about and tweets about are American politics related things.
If there is a fair election, I think Donald Trump would still win.
Which is bizarre, weighing in on American politics from 10,000 miles away and also trying to squeeze your head as deep into Elon Musk's asshole as you possibly can, or convince gamers that he's still hip and cool. This man has literally become one and linked up with fucking Twitter, with the computer that is Twitter. We'll start with some Elon writing because I think it's really funny. We know that Elon Musk is a bit of a goob.
You never see the beauty that's right in front of you. I just want to change the world.
And Ian absolutely loves this fellow, like with every fiber of his being. He wants to be on good terms as desperately as possible, not like Brett Weinstein, who got blocked by Elon. Did you see that, guys? Why'd you get blocked? You don't know? Oh, maybe you sent 3 messages and then you got blocked. He said stop spamming you. Oh, weird.
He blocked me. Now, I don't know what that means. I don't think he's on the other team. I don't think...
He blocked you?
Yes. He blocked me, and I'm blocked to this day, which seems strange. It could be that he's forgotten that he's done it, but I don't think so.
Why would he block you?
I have no idea. It makes no sense.
Ian is a bit of a reply guy when it comes to trying to bud his romance with Elon Musk. He blows a lot of smoke on Twitter. He's always posting extremely cringe dumb shit like this. Elon Musk in a 1980s inspired dark sci-fi cyberpunk movie. What? Why'd you post this? This looks terrible. Why would you? Who's this for? Who's looking at this and being like, oh yeah, that's cool. Actually, you know what? I think it's for Elon Musk. He would do that. He'd see that and be like, oh, that's pretty cool. Elon fired 70% of the superfluous staff that made up Tibble, and it's still functioning perfectly well. Better than ever. Can't say the same for Meba in its boat. Oh, yeah, bro? 75% of the superfluous staff of Twitter that made up Twitter. Dude, I got verified on Twitter, and then it went to Elon. It went Elon style, and I lost my verification. And now you have to pay for it to even be like, what? He wanted to take away the checkmark hierarchy elitism by just letting people buy them. That doesn't make sense. And then spend even more money to have special ones. What the? 75% of Twitter's ruined. If you're reading this post, it's because our servers are working. I guess that's a little bit of a dig at Meta because their servers went down. Zuckerberg. Am I right, homies?
But enough with the fun and games. It's time for everyone's favorite. Work.
There's still not a single Uber media social platform where the Uber directly interacts with users and solicits feedback. Elon and X are a different species than the corporate drones who run threads in YouTube. I would agree with that. I think that's a solid sentiment. I do like seeing Elon interacting with people, just shitposting, trolling people. I love it when people are incredibly unprofessional and there's no like progress being made. I like it when stuff just goes crazy for the sake of it going crazy. That's kind of where I'm at on it. I like that, to be honest. Now they'll say Ewam doesn't dewibble. He Bob, but he cares about this platform and the user experience because unlike other people in the product, he actually cares about the platform. Timcast, another fellow, responded to him, said, fixing, I don't even know what the f it's about, but old Ian Miles Chong loves sucking on his dong. Whining about Ewan is the most boring and least entertaining genre of content. Dude, what the f do you do though? Like, for real. I do agree with that, though. I think the personality types that are just there to exist to bitch and moan about a specific person, doesn't matter who it is, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Elon Musk, whoever the Mao Zedong, all right? You know that fella? He killed all the people out there. That Great Reset or whatever it was. Them all them sparrows and whatnot. He started killing the Great Leap Forward. What the That sounds like a Great Leap Back, if you ask me. What do I know though? I'm from Virginia. Also check out this interaction from Twitter involving Elon Musk, a guy named Dan, Kettlebell Dan, whoever the that is, and also our baby boy Ian Miles Chong. A list of games I have not played. GTA Wub, GTA Tube, GTA 3, GTA 4, GTA 5, GTA Sync. Now why would he not play that and why would he feel the need to tweet about that? Well, check this out. Elon Musk responded and added some more context. Tried, but didn't like doing crime. GTA 5 required shooting police officers in the opening scene. Just couldn't do it. But wait, it's not real. It's merely a game. Bro, what about Monopoly? You probably like Monopoly a lot. I couldn't fucking play Monopoly. All right, if you try, I like killing people in video games. So Elon is incredibly morally righteous. He refuses to commit any crime, big or small, or even fake in a video game because it makes him feel icky, which that's, you know, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Of course, you think you'd be able to rationalize a separation of what is real and what is not real, or like, you know, maybe when you're watching a movie, you're kind of consenting to that crime being committed. I mean, like, I wouldn't just watch people get murdered in a movie, you know, in real life, but I do in a movie because it's fine. Just like I watch people get shot in GTA 5 because it's not real.
Jimmy, when's the last time you had a desk pop?
September 08.
Ian Miles Chong responded and saw the opportunity to kill two birds with one stone. He could tweet something seemingly virtuous and win some points with God or whatever the and he could respond to Elon Musk in agreement, not disagreement, in agreement, and potentially get some attention from the big man upstairs. He responded by sharing his sentiment that he's happy Cyberpunk 2077 doesn't require the killing of cops and that he never finished GTA 5. Just because you're a cop doesn't mean you're automatically a good guy. Just to be clear, it's not like a protected class. It's like a thing you can voluntarily do.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
It is a very important job, and there are a lot of excellent human beings that are in that job.
I mean, we can't let them throw snowballs at us, so we throw snowballs back, and then they just have too many snowballs, so we retreated tactically and kind of left one of our partners behind, which was kind of sad.
Now, Ian's take, thanks to the X platform, was not safe from community notes, which exposed that over his career, Ian had written 255 articles about GTA, including articles about his pursuits and gunfights with the Los Santos Police Department, which is the police department in a video game. This is what we're getting into, though, guys. Are you getting where we're going? Or do you see what's happening here? Do you see what's happening here? I love this. I'm a huge fucking fan. Ian Miles Chong has written up 255 Gameranx articles covering GTA 5, including descriptions of personally killing or evading virtual police in game's single-player mode. Thank you, Ian Miles Chong, for your contributions to gaming journalism. Everybody loves a good gaming journalist. Now, it is at this point, we've set the context, we've set the stage, we're starting to lean into what this video is actually about, and that is the meme that is Ian Miles Chong, that he is the maybe ultimate grifter. Everyone on the internet has a bit of a grift, like that's 100% known. Everybody knows that. Everyone's a bit of a fucking hypocrite at some point, whatever it may be, whatever you may say, you're not immune from changing your mind and beliefs. Like, it's just going to happen. Every time Ian Miles Chong tweets anything that is even remotely low-hanging fruit, he gets memed on so hard that I almost feel bad for him. People dunk on this man for switching up so often, for not having any sort of original thoughts and just regurgitating different people's talking points because he wants them to allow him to perform fellatio on them, I believe. That's a really long way to say, he want to suck Elon Musk's Upper GX tweeted and said, "You have never experienced the joy of outrunning the police with 5 stars, and it shows." Yeah, for fucking sure. That is fun. Genuinely. Hi, GTA 5. I know, yeah, it's better than any other modern day open world game that's been released since. Sorry, Mafia 3. Yeah, Mafia 3, you also hurt police in that one. Do you even have any original thoughts that don't align with Elon's? Yeah, dude, what? It's funny. Michael said it. So people think that it's funny that Ian postures himself as the moral, virtuous, whatever, all in all good guy who would never even dream of committing a crime. Like Elon Musk, even though he's got some controversy in his past and some despicable behavior that he's spread online, okay? Like we all do. All right, guys? Whoa! How about these internet chat rooms, Ian Miles Chong? I mean, Ian Miles Sol Invictus Exidium Chong, aka Rex Exidium. What the kind of name is that? Are you 12? Look at all this. I can't even show any of this stuff. Yeah, I don't think I can show any of this except for because Jews equals nothing. Wow. Huge W, Ian. And how do you know this is him, Sol Invictus or whatever? Because it was his name on Reddit as well. People just think it's, I don't know. This is alleged, I guess. I don't really know. It would make sense though, because he is a bit of a grifter. And, you know, saying shit online, whatever, if you don't think you're ever going to get exposed, then so what? Especially if you're in, like, Malaysia, you know? Yeah, he's kind of rude back in the day, and this is not, like, really an allegation actually at all, because he did admit to it. He apologized for this. I apologize for saying those things in the past, and will continue to advocate against the excessive amounts of racism, and whatever. This is back when Twitter had really short character limits. So how's that going for him? How is he doing ending excessive racism? Well, there was a tweet that said, GTA 6 looks like modern day America. I thought people played video games to escape reality, and it's just like clips from the game. It's based on America, the place it takes place in, I think. Ian responded to this and said, you can shoot all of them, implying that you can shoot all of these African-American people in the fucking screenshot. Effective advocacy against excessive amounts of racism. Surely. He's a very morally inconsistent guy, always flip-flopping on his principles as it suits him. To maintain relevancy on Twitter, it's pretty fucking cool to get more engagement. I don't know. The Twitter grift is the newest amongst a long line of just horrible, clout-hungry freaks. The Twitter influencer, that is, compared to, let's say, the YouTube influencer or the Kick influencer. Twitter is lower than that. So Ian, as we know, has a lot of followers, and as you also know, gets a pretty solid amount of engagement on Twitter. But there are an equal amount of people who hate this guy who loves him. Okay? He's been long affiliated with a company or publication called Rebel News.
Have you seen Donald Trump? Do you think he should step in?
Donald Trump don't trust China. China is asshole.
He used to bear their logo on his Twitter profile, but that stopped recently. I'm not exactly sure. It seems as though he's no longer an affiliate, but he still writes articles contributing to he's a journalist and they're a publication. I really don't know. I didn't look into this part. It wasn't as funny, okay? I like talking shit about Twitter. I don't want to talk shit about anything I don't know nothing about, okay? And that is, actually, I do that a lot. Whoops. He put out a little article on the 7th about some more Elon stuff, so you guys can go read that if you want. I'll link it down below. Just kidding. So Ian is technically a journalist, I think, but it seems like journalism is a bit of an afterthought. He likes to make a lot of money, as much money as possible, which is fair, you know? You're not really signing up. When you're a journalist, you don't really sign up to be a journalist. Unless you literally do, and most of them do, I think. So he hasn't posted on Gameranx in 7 years, but he just posted a couple days ago, and it's quite an epic post. Top best Japanese RPGs of all time. From our old buddy Ian Miles Chong on Gameranx. What the? Why did they even let him on there? That doesn't really make sense. To be clear, though, that is an article that has been updated that was originally from around 2016. They've periodically made changes to include games that have since released, but you know, no other authors were listed though, so I assume that it's still him updating it. I'm not clear. I don't know. I hope it is. I like to think that he goes tweeting shit like this during the day and then goes on to Gameranx at night. Talks about his favorite JRPGs. Only ones where you can't hurt police officers. By the way, he's a prolific journalist, especially with Gameranx. This is when he was doing all the GTA gaming and everything, which he obviously doesn't do anymore because of the implication. It's the implication, right? We tried to estimate his portfolio on Gameranx. He has 334 pages of articles with approximately 24 articles per page. That equates to 8,016 articles written thereabout. And believe it or not, there's a bit of controversy surrounding his journalistic integrity, with some allegations of him copying Reddit posts word for word on his Twitter. There was an article called 1,000 Ants, a Million Faces, Ian Miles Chong, from way back in 2017 that wrote this. And it's not just video images. Once people pointed out that his tweets word for word were taken wholesale from someone else on Reddit. The wit was not just borrowed, it was stolen. So he is quite literally just a puppet. He's a human puppet, but he's his own puppet. He's taking things that he thinks will resonate, sticking his own hand up his own ass, and then going plagiarizing on behalf of himself to try and appeal to something to grift to make money, I think? I don't really know, dude. Apparently, once upon a time, pre-ban, Ian was on Reddit as religiously as he is now on Twitter. He was a moderator of several popular subreddits, and he would make a bunch of posts. He was banned on Reddit for using his role as a moderator to basically self-promo his own shit to make money, because his posts would appear at the top of the subreddits that he frequented and the ones that he moderated. It was really interesting. He would have links to his own articles on like Gameranx and shit like that. Like this image that the Daily Dot has of Ian Miles Chong, just like his mouth and his nose, and he's in like a hacker jacket or something. It's pretty funny. Spamming Reddit is no easy task. Now, to additionally set the stage, here's a tweet from Ian Miles Chong, albeit from 2014, but it really makes a lot of sense. I'll change it around after we read it the first time, and you guys will probably be like, oh yeah, that does make sense. Epics in game jimmoism? It's fucking game jimmoism. Who gives a flying thump? Holy shit! Replace game with political. Epics in political jimmoism? It's political jimmoism. Who gives a flying thump? Holy shit. Yeah, you're right. I can really see you're being consistent there. At least that's good. Now to the really juicy, really fun part that I thought was really hilarious when I saw it first on Twitter. Not because I prey on any man's downfall, but just the idea of this in a vacuum is funny to me. And that's where we're approaching this. We're putting it into the virtual world, all right? And we're going to take a step back, see it how it actually is, and then we're going to laugh hysterically at it because it's fucking funny. So we've showed you how anti-Semitic Ian Miles Chong is and has been in the past. We don't know if he is now, and there's different types of anti-Semitism, but he's pro-Israel now. And that's like the burgeoning amount of anti-Semitism seems like that it is anti-Israel or anti-Jew anti-Semitism. People think that he is very pro-Israel because of his tweets that have since been deleted on X. Because of a bit of a thing that happens. Here are some tweets that he has since deleted. I've always supported Israel's right to exist. What you're seeing now in Israel would happen every day if not for the IDF. Israel has a right to exist and a right to defend itself. So he's making statements on his political Rebel News account here. Okay, it makes sense. It's exactly what you think that Ian Miles Chong would say in that moment right there on the 7th of October, 2023. And these have been deleted. And why, you might ask? Well, Ian Miles Chong, like I said in the very beginning, is not an American guy. He likes talking about American politics and sort of right-wing talking points, American right-wing talking points, but he is not American. He's Malaysian. He lives in Malaysia, which is a Muslim majority country that has levels of extremism. Let's say that. Let's just say that and be as respectful as possible. There are levels of extremism that exist within the Malaysian government. So while Ian was tweeting what everyone thinks that he would tweet in that moment, he didn't take into consideration the government of the country that he lives in and is a resident of. He didn't take into consideration their point of view, since he doesn't in fact live in America. And Malaysia's foreign policy has historically and does currently reject the recognition of Israel due to its aggression in regard to Palestine and its disregard for international law and order, according to this article. And on top of this, Malaysia does have a bit of a history arresting people for making any sort of pro-Israel remarks online.
Shuhaili said the 36-year-old man expressed support for diplomatic relations with Israel in an interview with an Israeli social media influencer named Hananya Naftali. The case is being investigated under Section 4.1 of the Sedition Act 1948, Section 505C of the Penal Code, and Section 233 of the Communications and Multimedia Act 1998.
And because of Ian's pro-Israel tweets, it seemed like for a while he got himself into a bit of trouble. So much trouble that people thought, I thought, that he was going to be publicly executed. There was no proof to back up any of this, but it was like the only thing on Twitter for 3 days. It was so funny. Look at this tweet. Oh my God. I see the comedy in this, but at the same time, I find it abhorrent because it is a human being we're talking about here. Right, fellow human beings? So in spite of not being American, Ian Miles Chong is hardcore in the American politic, Western politic in general, grift, because he finds them interesting. And he's a proud Malaysian, apparently, but he's just concerned with America. Long story short, he doesn't want people to know that he's Malaysian so he can talk about his favorite thing, American politics.
The entirety of Maine is just a crap hole, right? It's deteriorated. There's no more fishing industry there.
He's the most proud American, non-American in the world who loves to speak on politics that do not involve him, that are on the other side of the whole entire world. If MAGA did this, they'd be arrested in a heartbeat. What the f does that even mean? The man loves taking out his anger on the radical left. Same, Ian. Same. Well, feminists in the disdain for feminine sexuality are ruining video games. Which way, Western game dev? What is this fucking footness at the children's game? Is this Fortnite? Dude, what? How dare the liberals take out my voluptuous ass from video games? I think that, I don't even know, wouldn't that be like religious, conservative people doing that? No, I don't know. Is it like the liberal thing? I'm so confused. Is legal in Malaysia? Pornography is any kind of strictly banned in Malaysia. Sex and nude scenes are strictly disallowed by the censors. What are you fucking talking about? You idiot. What does this even mean? Little brother be a pervert, man. I'm on your side, Ian, for this one, I think. I don't remember what I was saying. And now here are some tweets from the average American right-wing political commentator. The focus should be on winning the next election and fighting through legal means, not through violence. Do not become like the radical left. The radical left isn't going to like what's coming as a response to pushing society too far. Tolerance has its limits. The radical left has completely perverted the definition of progressive and progressive values. It's now synonymous with dysfunction and degeneracy. Oh wait, guys, that's Ian Miles Chong. Let's get his comment now. That was Malaysia. Ian? Oh, you guys actually know? No! You get it, guys? Because he was executed. That's what I was. It was a joke. It was a joke. Ian Miles Chong. It was a joke. And just to be clear, I tried to make it very clear that I'm not intending this to be political. I'm not exactly like a libtard. I know a lot of people are probably like, why are you making fun of Ian Miles Chong? He's on my side. There are literally 40 firearms laying on the ground here.
That's a lot of guacamole there.
I enjoy the amendments of the Constitution of the United States of America, and I thank God that I'm able to live in this beautiful country and be surrounded with beautiful people that have similar mindsets to myself. People that care about human beings, people who do not care that much about the internet, and people who are there for each other and believe in a brighter future. I'm team America, team people, okay? Motherfucker. I want whoever's in power to be as successful as possible because it directly impacts me and the people around me that I love. But yeah, that being said, though, right-wing political commentators, they fucking suck. I mean, like, come on, what the fuck is going on here? It all comes down to how much money are they making. If they make too much, then don't listen to what they're saying because they're not saying it because they believe it. They're saying it because they make money. He blends in, though. Ian absolutely blends in. He takes some stances that genuinely feel real. He usually takes on the right side stance, but he does sometimes have both sides of the road stances that when he posts a meme that he thinks will do well. These people are terrorists and traitors. These people are terrorists and traitors. Do you believe that, though? Because it's unclear. Do you believe that, or is this the most ironic usage of a single word in the English lexicon that has ever been documented? Yeah, he loves Malaysia too, just in case you were wondering. I actually love my country. The food is great, it's peaceful, and it's a strong conservative nation where you can do things like watch pornography. Just kidding. Feminism ruined that for him, I think. I can't remember though. I'm getting my sides mixed up, I think, here. Someone under that was confused like all of us and said, wait, you don't live in America? Then why all the commentary on our business? He said, if America wasn't a global hegemony, I wouldn't be commenting on it, would I? You should have just said money. That would have been funnier and more accurate. Anyways, that's about it for Ian Miles Chong, this little nutshell. Hope you guys enjoyed it. The death hoax thing is why I wanted to cover it. I thought it'd be really funny to, you know, talk about that in a video and, I don't know, see what you guys thought. The hypocrisy is incredible. Everyone on the internet, in my opinion, is a hypocrite eventually, as long as you're on the internet for long enough, because you know, people learn and grow and stuff like this. But Still Gray, aka Rex Exidium, what was his name? I fucking forget. Sol Invictus. Dude, what? He is potentially at the top of the heap, the tip of the heap, he's the tip of the spear of hypocrisy. I'd love to see his pouty face after watching this video.